Lord Jesus Christ, and welcome to St. Cyril Methodius Orthodox Church. I'm Father Gregory, the pastor here in Madison, Wisconsin, and it is good to be with you again this morning. I mentioned yesterday when we talked a little bit about manual labor, about how through physical labor we learn our limits and that we need to come to an appreciative sense of our limits. And I want to return to that theme with you for just a little bit this morning. Before I do, though, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you would please like the channel, that's a great help to us. If you're watching this on the parish Facebook page, St. Cyril Methodius Ukrainian Orthodox Mission, consider liking the page and becoming a member of the group there so you can keep up with what we're doing. And of course, if you're watching it on my personal Facebook page, well, I mean, you're my friend and you love me anyway, but I would take a thumbs up or a comment or something, because that always helps. So let's go back to what we talked about yesterday, which is this idea that we should have an appreciation for it. That's really quite a difficult thing for most of us to do, because we kind of spontaneously associate limits with failure. To be limited is somehow for us an experience of shame, and it's been that way since the fall in the garden, when Adam and Eve discover, or when God says to Adam that you're naked, or when Adam and Eve discover they're naked, they experience shame when just moments before there was nothing shameful about it. So shame around failure is really an unappreciative experience of our limitations. And yet, to be a creature, to be dependent upon God, or the technical philosophical term is contingent. To be contingent, to be dependent on God, is fundamentally to be limited. The fact that we are limited, the fact that I'm limited, that you're limited, is a sign of God's great favor and love for us. He created us, and that means we are limited. We're not God. So to experience my limitations as somehow negative or shameful is, in fact, to really miss the point. It's to not feel like I'm loved by God, and yet I am, and you are. Like I said, we experience shame at our limitations because of the fall. In fact, that's really what the fall is that our first parents rebel against their own creatureliness, their own dependence upon God, and try quite literally to take matters into their own hands. But this is not how it is meant to be for us who are Christians. We have to embrace our limitations as fundamentally good, as reminders, first of all, of our dependence upon God, and then secondarily, our dependence upon one another. And in fact, if you think about it, our limitations are also what make it possible for us to leave room for other people to discover and express their own gifts, even as their limitations make the same thing possible for us. Embrace your limits. Know what you can and cannot do, and be at peace with this. I find this is a hard lesson for so many people to wrap their minds and hearts around. And it seems to me that it is especially difficult for clergy. So I would say to my brother priests, my brother deacons, and to my father bishops, it's okay that you're limited. It's okay that you can't do everything. It's okay that you need help. In fact, it's not only okay, it's something that all of us who are clergy need to embrace and accept with gratitude. Because if we can't be grateful for our limits, then we can't help people be grateful for theirs, and we simply perpetuate the cycle of guilt, or rather, strictly speaking, of shame that begins in the garden. So be limited. It's okay. Well, it is now a little after 8 o'clock, and I have to go get ready for liturgy. this Sunday morning. Hopefully, you'll be able to get to church this morning as well. But if you're not, be assured that I'm praying for you. We're praying for you here, and yeah. So hope to talk to you a little bit more. Again, make a comment, ask a question. That would just be great. All right. Well, God bless everyone, and I've got to go get to work. All right. Bye bye.